Hello class, I'd like to give you a few little tips as you prepare for your speech. Remember, this speech is a 4 to 7 minute segment of your research paper. So the speech should be somewhere between 4 and 7 minutes. And this is a speech, it's not a public reading, and there's a difference between the two. A public reading is where you read the speech and then you look up at the camera ever so often. And that's not what this is. An example of a public reading would be if I did this. Messages that must demonstrate determination and should not use any type of delaying techniques. For example, the last in a series of collection letters that seek payment to overdue account balances may require a direct opener. If you notice, I kept reading and I was looking up at the audience, but the problem was I was reading the speech. Or if you're using a webcam and if you look at your notes and then you look back, if you would say something like, well, to present the presentation in a unique and creative way which captures the listener's attention, do not bore the listeners with too many details. Highlight the... If I went on like that, you can tell I'm reading the speech. This is your research, so this should be something that you should be able to do. One thing that I would suggest, maybe you want to use some bullet points. If you use bullet points, you can look at the information that you need and you can still give eye contact with the camera. It's okay to look down or look at your notes if it's on the side or in your lap for maybe the names of the theorist or dates. That's fine. But you want to do the majority of your speech by giving eye contact. And if this was in a group, you would give eye contact to the group. You would go back and forth. But since this is on a video speech, you're just going to look at the camera. You also want to pay close attention to the camera angle. You don't want to be too close or too far away. A good head and shoulder shot is preferable. Make sure that you don't have a busy background. Make sure that there's not a lot of noise around you while you're doing your speech. And the good thing about doing a video speech is if you mess up, well, you can do it 2 or 3 times until you get it right. Once you finish your speech, you want to upload it to YouTube. And if you look at the directions that I've given you on the video speech, I show you how to create an account if you haven't already. And after the speech is graded, then please feel free to go ahead and delete that video off of YouTube if you don't want it up there. But the point of this is to show me your research and to show me that you can do a video presentation that's somewhat professional. That's what you'll be seeing in the real world. You may be doing Skype presentations, or you may have to do a video presentation that will be shown to another group. So this will give us a little bit of experience and a good example. And this isn't, remember, this isn't any new research. You're just talking about the paper that you've already turned in. So you're doing the same thing that you did in the paper. Now you're just explaining it. So remember, somewhere between 4 and 7 minutes. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Good luck.